Hello everyone, welcome back. So we'll see the new question 91. Create a NodePort service, web service, exposing the deployment web app service port 80, target port 8080, node port 30080, verify external access. Basically, they are asking us to create a node port for this particular deployment called web app, and they have also specified the names and ports we can use. So yeah, let's get started. To solve this question, first we need a deployment. So first we'll create a deployment, and we will expose the deployment using the NodePort service. So let's say my deployment is again Nginx. I'll take as usual. So I'll just create a deployment. You know this imperative command, right? We can get it from Kubernetes documentation, or you can get it using hyphen help, and you can specify your deployment name, image, and replicas. So that's how it creates a deployment. And now I want to create a service for this, which is of type node port. And you can also verify it this way. So verify whether the ports are running or not, and then there is a NodePort service. One thing you can do is you can create a service, edit it, edit the YAML file, and there you can specify all the things whichever it is missing, like let's say the target port, node port, all these things. You can open a YAML file and edit it, whatever the port you want. But if you want to create like this using expose deployment command, then I think you will not have uh, access to give the node port number. In that case, random number will be assigned. If you don't want to give a random number and want to give a specific this thing, you can just go to the YAML file of services, and there you can actually get the YAML file, and from there you can pick it. So here, choosing your node port, so this way we can create a service. I'll just pick this up, and here I'll edit it according to the name they have given is web service. So I'll just use this as web service, and the port service port is 80 and target port is 880, but actually target port should be 80 because mine is Nginx container, right? So I think this is fine. And node port, I want to give it what they asked it is 30080. So yeah, I think this is fine. I'll just remove this commands, and that's it, I guess. So there is no selector here, if you see, and I think I have a selector like my app. So, but mine is web app, so I'll just use that web app, and their protocol TCP. I think it's fine. Now I will create this particular service. Zing svc.yaml, paste this. Oops, just a minute. And save it and apply svc.yaml. Now if you get the services, you have it here. And this is of a type cluster IP, is it? But I mentioned, okay, so I'm checking this one, sorry. So if you see, by default, Kubernetes is of type cluster IP, and we also used it to create cluster IP previously. Now we created the node port type of service, and this is my IP of that particular service, and this is how it is actually doing the port mappings. And what is the use of node port is that, let's say, like you have a node, right? So basically, if you do get nodes, you'll see this. We have two nodes currently in this cluster, control plane and node 01. Out of these nodes, if I want to access from an external world to my Nginx pod or that deployment related pods, how I can access is using the node only, right? Node IP. So what I'll do is IP address of that particular node colon the IP node port it is using is 30080. Now this request will be forwarded to that service, whatever we have created, this cluster IP colon 80. Now it will be transferred or forwarded to the pods of the deployment colon 80. Okay, so that's how it works. And yeah, we have created a service, and now I think if you do get endpoints of service of web service, you will see there are no endpoints yet. Okay, SVC not found now. Okay, so currently there are no endpoints for this service, is it? Hmm, that's strange. So let's edit it. I think is it because of the selector? I'm not sure. So let's edit it. Edit. Now I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'll just mostly this would be the problem. And rest all looks fine for me. If you see protocol is also TCP only. By default it is TCP, so I think it's edited now. And I want to get endpoints. Yeah, it's because of the label only. It is not correct previously. Now, if you see the IPs of the pods, it is representing. So, if you want to make sure if that is IPs of the pods, you can also do like this, and you can verify. And these are the pods it is sending the traffic to. Now, to test the node port IP, to verify it, one thing you can do is you can create a sample, you know, the pod, and then you can ping it, or you can also do like using the curl command. Okay, So if you see previously I have did this get nodes. Yeah, and you can see these are the IPs, correct? So I want to take one of this IP and I want to ping it using the curl command. This is the port it is using. So it's ping it using the node port. We have specified yes. I can ping so from the external world also if this IP is a public IP, I can ping this IP colon this and I will be able to get the response. Now I can also do using this thing. I think it is just 2.2. So yeah, I can ping the both nodes and this with this port. I think yeah, we are good with this. So this is if you want, there is a something like how NodePort works. You can read and there are some summary of commands also and cleanup commands. So yeah, that's all from my end on this question solution. Yeah.